In this teacher tip from Mr. Long, we're going to be looking at Google Images and how we can better use Google Images to find the image that we are looking for. We can redefine our searches to find a very specific image that we might want for a worksheet or for an exam paper or something like that. So I'm on Google at the moment. I'm going to click on Images to go to the Images option of Google. And let's say I'm doing a presentation on carrots. So I'm going to search for carrots and see all these lovely images of carrots. So we all see these images, and people tend to know this part quite well. But what people don't always realize is this tools option that appears on this side of the screen. If I click on that tools option, it gives me a whole bunch of extra options that I can use to redefine my search whenever I'm looking for a particular image. I also got these categories that are at the top, which can help you as well. So you can look at these categories. But let's say we want to find a particular size image. Maybe we're doing a big poster, so we want the image to be particularly large. So you can redefine your search for a particular size image. Another option is you can change the color of the image or find images that are of a particular color or predominant color. For example, carrots. I don't know if you know that, but carrots used to be purple. They were originally purple, and there were a couple of orange ones, but they bred mainly the orange ones because they got confused between them and turnips. I think that's the history. But let's say I want images of the purple carrots. I don't find any here. So I'm going to search for purple carrots. So if I search for purple, there we can see all these lovely images of purple carrots. So those are things that you can do. So let me go back to the original one. The other options that are available, if I go to tools, the other options available are, for example, the type. I can look for a Clipart image, which will be some sort of cartoony type of image predominantly. So there's a lot of cartoons here. I can look for a line drawing, which would normally be a black and white image, very similar for coloring in or something like that. So you've got all these options available. And you can also look for a GIF. A GIF is a moving image. So if you click on the image, the image actually has an animation attached to it normally. So if I see there, the picture is actually moving. So you can actually have a moving image if you've got a GIF. So you can search for that. Maybe there's a project that you're doing and there's a particular time period. Maybe there was a recent develop in the carrot world and you wanted to find images that relate to it. So maybe you want to search from the last day or last week or this year to find your search to find that image that relates to something that was released in that time period. Now, the one that's very important is the usage rights. Now, if you are using these images, remember you need to make sure that you've got the rights to use them. And so we've got the commercial and other licenses, which is what it's mainly searches on. But Creative Commons allows you to use these images a little bit. You can use them a bit freely, but you must still follow the guidelines when it comes to what the license entails. So I'm searching for Creative Commons licenses. So when I click on an image, you'll normally see that there is a license details over here which tells you what you can do with the image, if you can use it freely, if you can edit it, if you can, and those type of options if it's under Creative Commons. So those are normally the images I like to use because then you've got a little bit more leeway with regard to you can use them in your presentations without violating any copyrights. So you can research all that. So those are your different licenses. Okay, so that's how you can search for a particular image. Now, one thing that I use quite often, so let's say I'm searching for an image and I like, and so sometimes let's say I want a particular type, it's a clip art type, or any type of clip. No, let's go look. Let's say it's something that looks like that. Let's say I like that image and I want to use that image. Now you can right click on the image and open the image in a new tab if you want to see it, or you can copy it and so on. You can copy it and you can go to your presentation. And I've got a lovely little presentation here on carrots, and I'm going to paste this image into my presentation. Now, what happens a lot is when you have an image, particularly with a white background, and you paste it into a presentation, you get this white background, which is not exactly what you want. You don't want all that background in your image. So I want an image where it's just got the carrots. So this is the little trick I do. I don't like that image. I don't want to use it anymore. It's not meeting my needs. So I'm going to try to find an image where there is no background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the color option and I want to search for transparent. Now, when I search for transparent, it's going to find all these images over here. So let's say I like that image there and I want to use it. Obviously, you would check the license and so on. But when you click on the image, you see all this checkered background, that gray and white blocks. That means that that background is transparent, which means if I copy it, that won't be there. That although the image is this size, wherever those blocks are will be transparent. Whatever's behind it will show through. So I'm going to use that image. So I'm going to copy that image and I'm going to go to my presentation and paste it here. And you should see that, there we go. Do you see how the image has a transparent background? And that's a much better option for what I'm looking for. So don't forget that option. When you are searching for images, you can search for a nice transparent background. And there you got the image. Don't forget the license details. Try search for Creative Commons. And there are your different options for searching on Google Images. So hopefully this has been useful for you. For more teacher tips, go to our YouTube channel, click on that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, and tell us what videos we can do to help you in the classroom. And remember, don't do it the long way, do it the Mr. Long way.